up, guys? This is KTB Vlogs, or TBC, as you know, on my other channel. So I have not been doing live videos on this channel at all. And of course, as I'll give you guys a little brief summary up on this channel, I used to do figure reviews and discussion topics, and of course, discussion topics will still be on this channel though. But as this whole channel has been changed now, I will be doing discussion topics, or just talk about stuff and blog or do anything like that. That's what this channel will be. So yeah, that's a little brief summary up with this channel, because I have not been doing nothing on this channel. I know you hear some of my voice, it's like early in the morning, but I know probably by now it'll be like daytime when this video uploaded. So alright, so as for this topic today, of course, it's basically recent as of today time right now. It's to talk about the politician and the election of the president. So I want to talk about this because, as some people, they believe all the stupid crap they watch on the news and do all of that stuff. And I want to tell you guys the truth. So let's get started with this. As of throughout this year, actually has been horrible. I mean, completely horrible year. And I really would do probably before the end of the year, talking about the best years for me, like best years, of course, and do that by the end of the year, because this year it's actually been horrible. I mean, completely horrible. I know, last year, with that crazy ass shit that happened to me, but as of this year, horrible. I mean, completely horrible. I know as of this year, I was not really that busy on the series, of course, on my other series on my other channel, on Toys Ball Z or TBC. It doesn't really matter what you call it. It's still Toys Ball Z or TBC. So yeah, because of this year, I was have a job and all this stuff, and but I will still work on my series, of course. I will. Yeah, it's good for us, my job. I mentioned getting the stuff that I need for the later videos and all that stuff, so I'll talk about that on my other channel. So yeah, it's been a horrible year. I mean, completely horrible year, and this crazy crap. I believe we're gonna dive into it, and my thoughts, and actually probably very truthful statement here as to talk about it. So let's get started. Of course, let's talk about, of course, my favorite subject is history. I like history. History is always my favorite subject in school. I love history. Easiest to me than math, because of course I do know how to count, so I'm not stupid here. But I'm talking about, history was my favorite subject in school. But as you recognize, when you look at the history books, they don't tell you the truth about everything. There's a lot of stuff that happened during those time periods that you still don't know. Even when you go online and look up stuff about probably the 1800s or the 1700s or the 1900s, you find out more stuff about him. Yeah, they don't tell us that in our history book, because they don't tell you everything. It's just like the news. You look at this news and they talk about this and talk about that and do this and do that and say this and say that, but really it ain't true. And that's all this crap is. So now as I look at this point in time as of today, uh, this will be a horrible time period to me since the Great Depression. So it will never be changed because of how it is now because of the president. Because he don't care. He don't care about no one. And I don't care who is a Trump supporter, who are the people out there that support him because he is not a great person. Trust me, and I knew a lot of facts about his ass before that I never thought of before. Fun fact, I think it was in 1990. Uh, I know he was in Home Alone, of course, like cameo, Home Alone. So, in 1990, him and Michael Jackson, as Michael Jackson is a billionaire, he was a billionaire back in the 80s and 90s, because that's what he became. So, when, as Trump Towers was created, of course, Michael did stay at Trump Towers, and he was the one that was paying his payment on his so-called castle every year, all the way up to 2001. So, as I recognize it, what the fuck? And I see why Michael was always in debt. Was in debt, as people say, he was in debt when he died. Like, no, because people thought like, oh, Neverland. No, it was actually the Trump Tower, because he was paying his so-called castle bill every month while he was staying there, and sometimes he stay there, sometimes he don't. But as after 2001, he did not pay nothing on that building ever again, because that's what made him go into debt. So now there's a lot of stuff in history that we don't know, and they don't tell you the truth, and you go find it yourself, and you be like, wow, that's very truthful. Okay, let's talk about the president. So as all the presidents in the United States that we heard of and know of in our history books, like I don't hate any of the other presidents that were there before, because like I really don't know more about them, because we don't see, because they only tell you a little brief summary of them, and you still don't know nothing about them. Like, as some people will say, like to me, like, oh, you like Abraham Lincoln because he stopped slavery. No, no, that's not true. So, as seeing all the presidents, what they went through, as to some presidents that actually did do something, that actually did stop something or help out something, some of them actually got killed. Like, really got killed. Like, completely. Yeah, George Washington was the one that stopped the American Revolution Army, of course, war. Of course, Declaration of Independence of Thomas Jefferson. Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery. Let's see. Franklin Roosevelt stopped the Great Depression. Then, of course, Harry Truman, the atomic bomb, and Kennedy was stopping all the mobs and all that stuff and try to start a new frontier. And of course, as helping out black people, got killed. So that's the truth of it, and everything else of it, because that's what they were doing back in those days. Like, they were like, they killed the president because they did something that's actually right for the world, and they didn't like that. That's the truth. And it's how it is today of racism and all that stuff and everything else. So yeah, that's my little brief of about the presidents. Like I don't have to like every single president that was in the history books and all that stuff. Okay, so let's talk about, of course, Donald Trump. All right, so as previous presidents before him, like Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Clinton, and Senior Bush, like he don't appreciate what they have done into the world. He don't, especially of course, Barack Obama. Uh, this guy, I don't understand why is this man was the president in 2016, because that would make me kind of hurt inside, because they didn't want a woman to be a president. That's the truth. They didn't want to, because that would basically change history. Because look, a first African American as president of the United States changed history completely. Then now have a woman being president, it will change history as well. So that's the truth of it. So I don't understand why he doesn't have why he hates on Obama, why he hates on Clinton or Carter. I'm like, what the fuck? Why you hating on Jimmy Carter for? Yeah, I don't understand. See, like this man is horrible. And as recent, like he is trying to shoot missiles at Iran and basically trying to start a war. As you know, this man basically did everything that reenact history. Okay, so he made prices on everything skyrocketing. Of course, taxes increased and make it hard for people to buy stuff. So, like, for example, like as of now, like, why the hell these action figures and these uh game consoles and stuff is just skyrocketing like crazy. I'm like, what the hell? And that's the real truth of it. Like, why everything is going up, and that's not right. It's just pitiful. I just don't get it. I mean, I really don't get it. So, yeah, that's the truth. Like, he is the reason everything is expensive, going expensive now, and I wouldn't pay all this money for this. Like, I wouldn't. I would not at all. So, as you see, prices on everything skyrocketed when Obama left office, because, as how I remember, like, SH fit cards were like 40, $30 back in 2012 and 11, because even the other figures they made, like some of the Jax figures were that price too, like $20, or like, see, that was a simple price during those times. But as of yeah, but as of that, it was pretty simple prices during those times. Like, and I don't get why they going up skyrocketing. But that's the truth of it. Like, he increased the taxes, making it hard for people to do stuff, and basically ruined the whole world. Like, completely ruined the whole entire world. And I don't care who likes Donald Trump, because, like I said, this man is a horrible person. Y'all got to know. And this I have a lot of points here that kind of as of right now, as to today, staying sure, like, everything that's happening right now today is basically reenacting history completely. Okay. Alright, first let's start with, okay, in the 1900s there was like a deadly like plague, like a disease happening in the 1900s. That kind of resembles the coronavirus of today. True. Okay. Two, uh, he's sending troops and army into war like it's World War III and kind of reenacting World War I. Okay. Three, people and lost their jobs, business are shutting down, losing money, and trying to say the stock market increased. No, it's falling apart because people are losing their jobs and losing their business. Reenacting the Great Depression. See? Okay. Alright, and the fourth and final one is people protesting, walking up down the street, acting like idiots, basically reenacting the 1950s and 60s. And of course, the Black Lives Matter. Basically, just reenacting those time periods. That's all they doing. It's I don't I don't care for that stuff. Like, really, I know, yeah, we like segregation and all that stuff back in those times and all that stuff, but I don't really. It's not that necessary to do that shit. It's not. It's just pointless, and you're just blind by stupid shit. It's true, and I don't. It's nothing. Like I said, seeing that what these people doing is just completely dumb. And this is what the man wants. He wants us to go stupid and go crazy, killing each other, cops killing people, and black people can kill. Of course, yeah. But all that shit is blinding you and just not telling you who is the real mastermind behind the stupid shit. That's all the crap is. Like, as of right now, this man lost the election, and he's trying to act like he didn't lose an election, and really, it's already ended. He fucking did. So there's no point in you trying to get reelected again if you lost. And technically, to be truthful, in 2016, Hillary Clinton actually won the election, not him. Because when we find out, with beginning of end of last year, I think they found out that the whole 2016 election was rigged, and Russia did all that shit, and rigged the election and act like he won the election, but he really didn't. See. So there's a lot of facts I find out that it's like, wow, I knew that shit was true, and that's how I figured it out. Okay, so yeah, those are the 4 points. We had nasty disease in the 1900s that's reenacting today the coronavirus. We go into war. Basically, he's sending more troops and army into war in Iran, reenacting World War I or World War II. Okay, people are losing their jobs and business and shutting down, basically reenacting the Great Depression. Instead of, yeah, stock market is basically falling down, but you think it's rising up, and it's not. Okay. And the fourth and final point, people are marching up down the street protesting and Black Lives Matter and all that crap, crazy shit, basically reenacting the 50s and 60s. That's all that crap is. So those are all the points of what Donald Trump basically did to this world, basically reenacting history and basically being Hitler now. And that's all this shit is. Now I see. Alright, so as for the final part of this video, as we got that part out of the way and everything, let's talk about the new president, Joe Biden. Joe Biden was the vice president of Barack Obama in 2008, and of course, in 2013. As you know, he was reelected. They both was reelected, and they well, yeah, both were reelected. I mean, well, yeah, they both were reelected because 2012. No, so he now is going to become the next president of the United States. As of right now, as Donald Trump is not conceding, he is basically just doing all this stupid shit before he got out of office by sending more people to war and killing each other. Basically, that's what he's doing right now, and not helping with the coronavirus. So, as what Joe Biden said in the video on TV that I did watch, he knows that Trump is not doing nothing. He knows Trump is not helping the world. He's not doing anything because if all the other countries already have the vaccine and processing the vaccine, we should already have it by now. He don't want us to have it. He want all these people to die. As of right now, more people, as more cases actually skyrocketed all the way up. I think here in Alabama, where I stay, and I think in Wisconsin, Montana, Utah, and Minnesota, and I think North Dakota and South Dakota and Colorado, I think. So more cases have spiked up because you know why? Because that's where Trump went. He was, and then fun fact, he had the coronavirus. I knew it because, like I said, see, I believe all this crap was planned. This whole pandemic thing was basically the plan to make us lose everything and lose a job or make us go crazy and insane and doing all this stupid shit. And that's technically, I think this crap was planned. And that's why I believe so till this day. He planned this shit. And now we, sorry. Now we find out the truth of it. And he's sitting around trying to tweet on Twitter every minute and making up lies and lies and lies. Knowing the fact you ain't helping no one. So, that's really the truth. Like, it's, now I see it point blank and point simple. It's there. Alright. So yeah, Joe Biden will be the next president, of course. And of course, his vice president is actually a woman. Kamala Harris, she was, I think she was the prosecutor in California, I think. So they said they will help us get through this pandemic, and try to help out other people and do all this stuff. And like I said, as of right now, like, people believe, like, see all this stuff that's going around, like, right now, like the George Floyd crap and Breonna Taylor crap, like, all of this crap is nothing but blinding you from the real main point of this world. And what is the main point of the world? It's the damn president. It ain't the, oh, George Floyd, I can't breathe, Black Lives Matter. Like, no. It's actually the damn president that's the problem. Come on. Open up your eyes and see. See, all that crap, I know, all that crap is just more things to the news to eat, to gobble up and eat. Eat. That's why I don't watch the news now, because that's all they do. All day, if I was looking at the news, it'll be the weather, and that's it. But not, 2 black guys got shot at the gas station. 2 black guys got robbed. 2 black guys robbed a bank. 1 black African American was killed in her home. Oh, another black person was chased by the cops. And they don't talk about white people. I'm sorry, but I was kind of racist right there. But yeah, it's really true. Every time I look at the news, it's not about a white person. It's about a black person every day. Every time I look at the news, a black person got shot. A black person robbed a bank. A black person is killed in their home. A black person was chased by cops. I mean, come on. Can you see the pattern? It's not about white people. It's black people. That's what the new media eats. They eat up the news like gobble it all up. And that's all they doing. It's the truth. So yeah, that's the main point of the whole point of the news and all that stuff, because it's nothing but fake media and just add a little twist on it and say this and say that. And I found out about that because when somebody do an interview with them, they cut out they show a 30-second clip of them talking to someone, and then they don't tell you the whole fucking thing. So you can tell they fucking take your words and switch them up and oh, he said this. Hey, here's the clip. And you realize, I didn't say all. That's not the whole thing I said. You fake ass reporters. But yeah, that's the truth of the news. I don't look at the news now. I really don't. Like I said, because I kind of stopped looking at that because, of course, the news that I still follow is, of course, the politician stuff. That's what I was following before I made this video here. So yeah, that's basically it of the election, Joe Biden. I know I was praying this whole entire time for Joe Biden to win this election, because to get that evil ass man out of the office. Come on. And then what's so shocking? He affected the whole fucking White House. And that's the truth. Come on. Y'all know it. I mean, shit. And then firing his own damn people that works for him. Don't give a shit. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy this video about the politician. I know the sound of my voice. I know it's early in the morning, me doing this video, because that's why I decided to do this. And of course, it's been a long time since I post something on this channel. So as for my next video, it will be on Toys Ball Z, and I'll be doing kind of like a little update. But I don't think it'll be like this kind of video. It'll be like a regular video, just a regular camera video. So that's what it's gonna be. So I hope you guys enjoy this video on the talking about the election, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and I just hope that we can get out of this crazy ass mess and save the world and make it a better place. And I hope so. So, see you guys next time, and check out my other channel, TBZ Production, and then check out my Instagram page. I will flash it on the screen. And see you guys next time, and peace. Hi guys, thank you guys for watching the video. And check out my Instagram page, TBC97 Production. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to TBC Production, Toys Ball GT Level, and KTB Vlogs. Check out my other videos as well. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.